No city is safe, no person is safe.
In one of the clearest signs ever that the war on Christmas is in fact real, the Fox News Christmas tree lit up in flames last night, burning whatever hopes and dreams citizens of the world had to the ground. Meghan McCain, the inspirational voice of the right, chimed in on this. I'll get to more on that later. But first, Fox and Friends gave this burnt-out stump the proper eulogy that it deserved.
Shortly after midnight, somebody climbed up in the tree and lit it on fire. It's beginning to look a lot like arson. Right now, there is somebody who is in custody and is being interviewed by local police.
Who sets a Christmas tree on fire?
Who sets a Christmas tree
Well,
on
I mean, it's
fire?
just part of the rampant, no city is safe, no person is safe from the subway on down. Here you are at 48th and 6th, right in Midtown Manhattan, especially in Midtown Manhattan.
The city we used to love. It is about the holiday season. It's about Jesus. It's about Hanukkah. It is about everything that we stand for as a country.
This is a tourist attraction from around the globe.
That's true.
And I hope we put it back. I mean, I hope we put it back.
I hope we build it back bigger and better.
All right. This is one of the most insane Fox and Friends segments I have ever watched. A Christmas tree caught fire. It was a random act of vandalism. One homeless guy was caught. He's arrested. That's the extent of the story. They could have just said that, hey, the Christmas tree was lit on fire last night through a random act of vandalism. They caught the guy. No big deal. We're going to have a new one. Let's move on. But no. In typical Fox News fashion, they turn this into a symbol of something greater. Even though it has no connection to anything else, they treat this as the reason why no city is safe, no person is safe. But you can see how unserious they are, because at the beginning of the segment, Steve Doocy makes a joke of it. He says it's beginning to look a lot like arson. Like, if the story was that serious, you wouldn't have a joke like that at the beginning of the segment. But no, they keep one-upping each other. I mean, Ainsley Earhardt, it's about Jesus, it's about Hanukkah. Yes, the Fox News Christmas tree, a well-known symbol of Hanukkah. I mean, what do you do? What do you do with this? Bride Kilby, the tourist attraction from around the globe. Yes, people from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe come to New York City to see the Fox News Christmas tree. It's just completely divorced from reality. But it shows you how they manufacture this kind of anger, this kind of outrage from their audience. This is how they maintain their viewership. People watch them to stay angry. They enjoy being angry, so they turn into Fox News to figure out what they can be angry about today. Oh, a Christmas tree on fire? Well, that must mean the country's going to shit. It must have been AOC and her Antifa buddies, or Bernie Sanders and his lust for Christmas tree blood. Like, it's just a random act of vandalism. But let me get to Meghan McCain now. So Meghan McCain tweeted out about this, also completely unhinged, saying here, I don't want to hear anything about how radical some of you believe Republicans to be when there are lunatics running around New York City setting Fox News Christmas tree on fire. So we can't talk about white nationalism, can't talk about January 6th, can't talk about the overt bigotry and racism being perpetrated all across the country. No, all because a random act of vandalism by a homeless guy on a Christmas tree. It's so dumb. Like, I feel like this shouldn't have to be explained. How can somebody read this tweet and be like, she's right. She's right. They can't talk about white nationalists now because a homeless guy set a Christmas tree on fire. Who's this stupid? It's just so dumb. It really is stupid. Now, look, I don't encourage setting Christmas trees on fire. I like Christmas trees. I have a Christmas tree in my home. I don't want it to be set on fire. But to use that as a symbol of something larger when it's not connected to anything else, it shows you how they manufacture outrage day in, day out. This is what conservative media does.